Evaluate limit. Limit of function 9 minus x divided by square root of x minus 3 when x approaches 9. Well, such questions we can do by either factoring or by rationalization. Okay, so let me show you with both the methods. So you can adopt the one which you like. So first function we can write, let's do by rationalization. So we can write this as limit x approaches 9 for 9 minus x over square root of x minus 3. To rationalize, what do? We multiply and divide by the conjugate. Now the conjugate here of the denominator is square root x plus 3. So we'll multiply and divide by square root x plus 3. So when we do so, we get a term in the denominator, in this case, as square root x minus 3 times square root x plus 3. This will give us difference of squares, right? This is like a plus b times a minus b. So we get it like this. We get limit when x approaches 9. So in the denominator, we get a square minus b square. Square of square root x is x minus 3 square, which is minus 9. And in the numerator, we have two factors. One is 9 minus x, and the other one is square root x plus 3. Now you can see that 9 minus x and x minus 9 can be divided, right? What do you get when you divide 9 minus x by x minus 9? You get minus 1, right? You get minus 1. And therefore, I can write this as limit of x approaches 9, and for square root x plus 3, and let me write minus here, okay? And let me put a bracket here. This minus is for minus 1. Now we can substitute 9 in this and get our answer. So we get minus of square root of 9 is, let me write first square root of 9, let me write this in brackets, plus 3, which is minus of 3 plus 3, which is minus 6. So our answer is minus 6, correct? Now let's try to do this by factoring. Now if you want to factor this, we can write 9 as 3 square and x as square root of x, right? So let me write it in that form. So we have here limit x approaches 9, and I'm writing 9 as 3 square minus square root of x square over square root of x minus 3. Now this is equal to limit x approaches 9. Now this is a square minus b square. So I can write this as 3 plus square root x times 3 minus square root x divided by square root x minus 3. Now as you can see, these two factors can be cancelled with minus. So I can write this as minus of limit x approaches 9, 3 plus square root x. This is another way of writing this, right? We could write minus inside or outside. I'm just giving you all the options, okay? And now you can substitute 9 in for x, and you get minus of 3 plus 3, which is 6. Same in this case. Let me remind you once again. Even before doing this, the first step what we should have done is we should have plugged in 9 to check, will direct substitution give us the answer or not? So if we do 9 here, 9 minus 9 is 0, so we get 9 minus 9 over square root of 9 is 3 minus 3, so we get 0 over 0. That suggests that we have a common factor and problem. This is the only factor in the denominator. That means that we have this factor in the numerator also, which is making it 0 in the numerator. And that's the reason why we adopted these approaches. These approaches are simplification of our function, right? Once we simplify, we get rid of the factor which was giving us zeros in the numerator and denominator, and then we substitute the value to get the answer. Okay, I hope you appreciate the method. Thank you.